Welcome to this episode of Under 5 Minutes. I'm your host, Jimmy King, and what a show we've got planned for tonight. On the agenda, we'll discuss top news stories, such as an alarming MRI shows that Peyton Manning has actually been dead for the past 6 months. But here with us now, we have the one and the only Mr. Jerry Anders. Mr. King, it's a pleasure to be here again. If I remember right, the last time I was here was right around the time that FDA activists were finding all those deadly spiders on a bunch of grapes, right? I believe you're right, and I haven't eaten fruit since. Well, all worldly affairs aside, we're here today to discuss your experiences at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Isn't that correct now, Mr. Anders? Yeah, that's right. We're going to cover the 5 main elements that I'm going to experience here in Madison, and I'm going to wrap up with how I hope they can change me. Sounds like we've got a lot to cover here, so let's get going. The first topic we have to discuss is the concept of the essential learning outcomes. Any initial remarks? Yeah, I just want to start out by stating the obvious, I guess. I mean, my main goal of being here is to come away with a degree, no matter what field it's in. I'm leaning towards computer science right now, but 4 years is a long time, you know? Now I want you to highlight 2 of the potential learning outcomes that you really see connect with you and explain how those will affect you. Oh boy, let's see here. I mean, being the numbers guy that I am and thinking about comp sci as a major, intellectual and practical skills really stands out to me. Over my time here, I certainly hope to improve on analytical skills, and I hope I learn how to work effectively with others. Also, from a slightly different perspective, I hope to become a global citizen too. In today's world, with technology the way it is, it's so crucial to get along with people no matter how different they are compared to yourself. That's really insightful. I agree with the whole global citizenship mindset that you have. Any final remarks on the subject of essential learning outcomes? I hope that Madison teaches me more than just what I can soak up from the textbook. I mean, being smart and just life in general is all about so much more than just regurgitating information from a textbook. I hope that I really grasp the concept of learning in between the lines, and I hope that I can come out of college with what it takes to succeed. Perfect. I'd say that sums the topic up nicely. Our next topic up for discussion are the qualities of a liberal education. What do you have to say about this here real quick before I ask you a couple of questions about it? I know you have a couple of questions about Dr. Cronin's Only Connect article to ask me, so I don't really want to spoil any of those for you. Just shoot me some questions, and I'll answer any missed points in hindsight. Way to go, ruin the surprise. I'm only giving you a hard time. In the article, Cronin describes 10 qualities which a liberally educated person has. Can you just real quick touch up on those for me? Well, to sum it up, they are qualities which people who get stuff done have. Cronin says that they are good communicators, whether it be listening or speaking, reading or writing. Later on in the list, he goes on to say that they're just good people, essentially. They want the truth, they're humble and fair, and they respect good hard work. He ends it all by saying that liberally educated people are just practical people who understand common sense. That was a very nice summary. Now, building upon that summary, how do you hope that your college experience will be related to this list? I really hope that I can come out of college ready to be competitive in the job market. With how uneasy the economy is, especially right now, I would love to get a good jump on paying off student loans as quickly as I can. But from a less materialistic standpoint, I just hope that I come out of Madison generally smarter than I was before, both in an academic and in a worldly perspective. Those sound like some really solid goals to me. Now we move on to the aspect of the university being a research university. What does that mean to you? To me, this means that there is so much potential to make a difference with real-world applications. I see this as an opportunity to get to learn from the best professors using state-of-the-art equipment, learning alongside top-of-the-line students. I'm surrounded by excellence here, and I can only pray that some of that excellence rubs off on me. Navigating the research university is quoted as saying that the research university, such as Madison, is on the cutting edge. What does a statement like that mean to you? Hearing the term cutting edge really excites me. I mean, especially considering the fact that I'm more than likely going to school for computer science. Computer science has often been seen as a cutting-edge field, so to be involved in a cutting-edge field at a cutting-edge institute gives me so much hope for my future. I can honestly say I'm so excited for what is to come. I can't wait to see what the future holds either. Wrapping up that topic and moving on to the next idea, our agenda now shifts to transition, identity, and diversity. This is definitely a good topic to touch up on. I feel as if this part of the college experience gets overlooked far too often. Let's hear some of your goals on the topic, or just simply even what you think about the topic. College is really where kids learn who they are as a person. They get to make their own decisions, and I just hope that I can get a grasp on who I really am, and I hope to make sure that that person is who I really want to be. Also, being at Madison will expose me to a plethora of new cultures that I haven't seen or experienced before, which will be really good for me to experience. I admire your good use of vocabulary. We're moving on to our last topic here, which is the Wisconsin idea. Now obviously, this is specific to your campus, so can you explain this to our viewers so they understand what this means? I sure can, Jimmy. The Wisconsin idea is all about taking what you learn in the classroom and applying it to the real world to make the real world a better place. This is a concept that can be easy to visualize, yet very difficult to truly encompass. It's all about how our time here at Madison can make an impact on the rest of our life and the world. And how would you specifically relate this Wisconsin idea to your own life? I think it's relatively easy for anyone who spends time here to bring what they learn here into the real world. Not to sound like a broken record here, but for me personally, considering computer science, there are endless ways in which my education at Madison can be applied to the real world to help evolve the real world. Well, that's all the time we have for today, Mr. Anders. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's always a pleasure to have you. Until next time, I'm your host, Jimmy King. Stay classy, Madison.